All right. We're live. GATOR presents with co-host Chris Fisk of
Oh, yeah.
Infinitales. We're hosting the Mythicals writer Hojo. And just so you know, I got a mouth like an alligator. That's quite right, I would say. Thank you for coming in or watching the replay. And hopefully you'll back this already successful campaign. Let's make it more successful. We're going to pick the brain of Hojo, get his walk through of his campaign, why you need to back it, and also, unlike probably some other comics streams, pick his brain about entertainment and just get to know Hojo. Intimacy. That's what Comics Gate's about.
Get in.
So, tell us about yourself. What's going on with this comic?
Well, I'm Hojo. I've only been around about 15 months when I discovered all of this. Got the writing bug when I was younger. Liked to read. I was an only child, so I read comics and a lot of like Robert Louis Stevenson, Jules Verne. You know, the classic stuff. You know.
Oh, nice.
So just never really put forth like anything like it's. You know, what if they say it sucks? Fuck that. You know, blah blah blah. English is hard. So, you know, I'm like not in literature, you know, I didn't do any of that. I repair electronics for a living, but I was in the Army about 15 years ago. I had this idea, and, you know, I've loved comics my entire life, like since the time I could crawl. Like I was the big Bill Bixby, the Hulk thing, because I'm a Hulk freak. So, and then, you know, we got back from a deployment, and we were going to submit to CrossGen Comics. I don't know if you guys remember that. Mm-hmm. It's an old independent publisher. They went out of business.
Oh.
When we got back. So, you know, flash forward, you know, kids, you know, a wife, job, college. You know, got out, went back to college. You know, so about a year ago, I was looking around on Twitter about sports. I saw trending. Ethan Van Sciver was like, I know that dude. And I saw Comics Gate, all that stuff, everything, and I'm just like, what is this? And I Googled it. I was like, oh, well, these people, Wikipedia, they're full of shit, man.
Yeah. Totally.
So, yeah. So here I am, I guess. I dusted this off. I was like, these people are doing it themselves. They don't need all this. Somebody over there be like, you just put that in there. Hey, write this about climate change in here. But man, this is a superhero book. I'm not trying to put your Twitter feed in my book.
The power is yours.
I just do it myself, man. And you know, I started studying up, got to know people, got out there. I share people shit all the time. If like I don't, if it's not for me, I'll still retweet it or something. Maybe somebody that follows me is into it. So that's the way I see it. It's like everybody's very welcoming, very nice for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
like a big comic shop around here, online 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think a lot about. I don't watch them anymore. I mean, maybe need to dig into them again. I don't know if you know a channel, David Stewart. You should look into them. A lot of good content. I found them in the mix of because I'm Fandom Menace. That's how I got into this. Yeah. And he was something that popped up from recommendations of like a video, and watched him a lot back then. He had this thing that really sticks with me about how, and I say this is the difference between Comics Gate and Fandom Menace, or whatever that sphere is now. I still claim Menace title or whatever, but he said you can't build a fandom on anti.
No, man. This is
you don't like this, but what do you like? What are they supposed to sell you? And I see that as a huge problem, and it's like just this constant circle. I'm just like, why are you keep watching if you hate everything? You find nothing redeeming. Comics Gate, we don't like X, and it's like, all right, well, you're not going to move the needle, so we're going to do our own shit. Maybe some of us will still read your stuff and critique you and crap on you. But I mean, it's a positive fandom because they're trying to make new entries into the marketplace.
Yeah, and see, like, I don't know the history on all of that. I just found out, like, I didn't know what the fandom menace was until, all of this happened and started. I guess like it started getting one time something came across. It was like Nerdrotic and all that crowd and stuff. I'm like, they started to just talk about this stuff, and I was like, I've been noticing this for years. Where the hell have you people been?
Yeah.
You didn't notice this in the late 90s? Like, you didn't know? I mean, I had a history teacher sat down and told me what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
You know. And it bleeds over to culture because culture is downstream from politics.
Yep.
Oh,
That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
you said you're ex-army or
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
what was your MOS?
Huh?
What was your job?
I was a 35 series. So it's like
What is-
intel and stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
The numbers change. Like I think when I was a medic, it used to be like 14 or something.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
68. Might be
Like
different.
I started off as a mechanic, and I was like, man, screw this. Get me out of here.
No, I just asked because about the military because that's something I've realized of like pro and con, like desegregation, vaccinations, don't say not don't say gay. Damn it, Florida.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
All these things. These are Me Too was like the sharp talk in Congress about military. That it's all downwind from what became like Me Too.
Yeah.
So military is
So,
a great
like-
litmus of the politics. What they're trying to interject, good or bad.
And like I'm all for flag waving, but like I wave like I am what I am, and I write what I write, and I associate with who I associate with, and both sides of the aisle. I'm like, I don't care. But if I do see something I don't like, I will just be like, all right, well, that person's not for me. Click, mute.
Yeah. Later.
Right? If I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. But I mean, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to not talk to you because one of X amount of person I talk to doesn't talk to you. Whatever went on between you, like I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know the lore. I don't know what the hell went down. Of course, I can read, and I've studied a lot. I know the bits and pieces and how all of this started. But like, I'm not gonna like fly a certain flag just because. Like, I mean, I guess you give me that label, you can say I'm confiscated or whatever. But like, I'm an American. I'm a comic book writer. Let's keep my head down, dude. This is the only place where, like, I brew beer on the side, like as a hobby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? So, like, this is a passion for me, like right here. But the mainstream, all that shit, it turned into a fucking wine bar, dude. They're all like, "Oh, this isn't for you. You don't understand." Like, we speak with one voice for we are Legion. So,
yeah. Dogma.
But over here with all this, and I'm not just saying comics game, I'm just saying other than that, it's like a bar, like with all the liquor you want, whatever you want, everything, fucking video games, darts, all kinds of cool shit, just because we like that cool shit. And they try to take it away from us and then try to punish us and say, well, something's wrong with us all along. Man, fuck you people.
Yep. Amen,
Dude,
brother.
it's like, I'll just do it myself,
Yeah.
And I found some like-minded individuals that were into it. I was like, hey, if I pay you to draw this, they're like, oh, yeah. So that's how it started. And I started making friends with people, getting in. Like, I mean, I infected so many streams. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get to know people and try to do a lot of recon on a lot of things. But,
yeah, man.
I can't be everywhere all at once,
Yeah.
I have a family. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally understand that.
So, like, all these shows are on, like, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on Mondays and Fridays, and now my family and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, depending on how so I work 2 on 2 off, and so my schedule is always like rotating through the month. So that's why like the stream's at 9. Normally, if I'm off, I could put it earlier, like last week. And so I was like, damn it, it'd been perfect. You get
I mean, that's after we put our kids to bed, and that's prime time. Me and her time, wife time, and like, we just sometimes I'm so tired, we just veg out and watch a show or something, and like, all right, let's go to bed.
Yeah,
you can do it, because I get up at 4 a.m. I work 48 to 50 hours a week every week to help supplement paying for this, just so I can bring this out there.
I totally understand that grind. That's what I'm doing right now.
I'm just saying, like, it's fun. Like, I don't regret a minute of it. I mean, this time I spent away from my family, but I try to look at it. I was like, man, you got to pay your dues somehow, great babe. You know, just like playing music and shit. You got to take those gigs all the time.
Yeah.
I love talking to everybody, man. It's just fun. It's not like a grind. It's not like a people are like, oh, I hate going and doing this. The only thing I am tired. Let me watch. I've watched this trailer about 157 times.
Recite it back to front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want, we can start watching this trailer.
Yeah, sure, man.
158, baby.
Nice segue.
Into the fake.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my God, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the Mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew, pew, pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals Issue 1. Buy it if you dare. Ugh. Will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool.
So what are you waiting for? Back it today. Like right now.
Back the Mythicals today.
Nice.
That's it. Boom.
What would be funny is if you made a second trailer and like the whole like back it now today and then tag at the end like was it Magatu? Have you seen Zoolander?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should tag it's like and kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm taking crazy pills here.
Yeah. You are a monkey, Derek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Father, I think I have the black lung.
It's mere man.
Yeah.
Man. How's no one done that for Aquaman?
Oh,
That's an idea. I gotta write down.
He smacked that fucking thing off. He was like, "What is this? A school for ants?
Yeah.
How are they gonna learn to read if they can't fit inside the building?"
How about the impromptu gasoline fight?
Oh my God! To fucking to wham.
Oh my God.
They don't make them like that anymore. I didn't see the sequel. I didn't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to look into the reviews. See, I can't watch YouTube about comedy for like reviews because like I don't trust anybody because I kind of hate comedy. Like I love laughing, but I hate comedy. If that makes sense.
There aren't
No,
that
it's
many
funny
movies anymore that come out.
when you said, "Oh, that's a song for my ex," made me think of Wedding Singer, where he's like,
That's where I got it from, bro. Yeah.
I
Just listen to The
choked.
Cure a lot.
I freaking choked the first time I seen that movie because it's one of those Sandler movies that escaped me until I was like 14. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, yeah, like Sandler, he knows how to play guitar, he's rocking. This is a good song. And then it like cuts and it's like, kill me. I'm like, oh,
It would have been better to know that yesterday.
It was a bad note.
Yeah.
So who's your art team?
Right there, that cover, it's Dan Dahl.
Nice.
Yeah, he's working over there with Diaz brothers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Interior.
Nancy.
Yeah, sure is. And the guy on the left, that's obviously the guy from the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I did the voice doesn't mean it's a self-insert. It's not a self-insert.
He's gonna come on stream with the sunshades that are those perfect flat lines.
Yeah. No, I can't line my shit
I mean, you
up
could
again.
do that insert like, I'm not Starfire.
Yeah.
Oh God. That's only making an indie like the case for indie comics stronger when you see shit like I'm not Starfire. Like how many dinner parties and proms do we really fucking need to see in comics these days? Like clearly these people never experience them in real life, so they like have to like, you know, insert themselves into it. And I think that's where the strength of indies comes from. It's because they're like, you know, we're not putting our damage into our comics. We just want to tell stories.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I think they just don't like see the people that we grew up reading and idolizing were people who grew up and had reverence for comics. They wanted to be in comics. These people now, they just want to be there because it's a platform. They can use it like, ooh, I can use insert character to do this, to say this. It'll really piss off the Chads and the incels and the whatever the fuck term that you're making up. I can't even keep up anymore. An incel, I'm a cisgender. And I saw that I was listening because I'd stayed away from social media. I left Facebook back in 2010 because of a crazy ass ex-girlfriend, and then never got back on it. And I was just on Twitter, like looking at it's fucking the New York Jets. It's their It's their fucking fault. My team sucks. I was constantly obsessed with what they were doing, and so I saw trending. Saw Ethan Van Sciver. I'm here. So I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, so I was like, I'm reading all these terms, but I'm seeing these fucking blue-haired freaks.
Yeah.
And they're like, I mean, like, hey, that's your business. Love who you love. Like, I have, my wife has friends that are gay, like, but they're like normal because they're normal, rational people. They just happen to like the same sex. I don't give a fuck. Don't be doing it in front of me. I don't like straight people doing it in front of me because I want you to, like, and like I always said, like, gay marriage, I don't care. They have the right to be as miserable as the rest of us.
Yes.
Hell
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So.
Yep.
So here's the thing. I don't give a shit about any of that. You can call me whatever you want. I'm just going to look at you and be like, okay. If you don't want to buy it, if you want to say that I can't write this because I'm that, all right, don't buy it. But I'll go find 3 motherfuckers that will. So eat it. Eat it and move on. Go about your business.
Yep.
Go bother somebody else because that shit don't work on me because you trash America all the time. And I don't want to get too political, but you trash America all the time. But you've never been outside of it.
Yep. That's the big thing right there.
Sorry about that, folks. Go back to Mythicals. No, I'm joking.
What the hell?
So, but that's the way it is. I just like comic books. I didn't try and insert any political message into this, any of my views. My views on a character development, maybe like it's on like my interpretations of mythological or supernatural creatures. That's the only message. Just a good fucking story, man. That's it. It's good art. That's what comics should be. Yep. That's it. That's it.
Except for the guy that needs some cream.
But man, look at that chin. That's a strong fucking chin.
He's got like the Edward James almost thing going.
That's a man chin. Yeah, it kind of does. Like, couldn't think of, yeah.
Can you tell us about this villainous looking character?
Oh, that's the Inquisitor. They don't even really know about him yet. Like he's kind of like Jaws in the water. So like Like it's a build to
Jaws.
yeah, like you know how like you don't really see him, like you hear the music, like to them, like he's here looking for something, and it turns out like they're gonna end up looking for the same thing, so their paths are gonna cross eventually.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's foreshadowing.
Yeah. It's a writer thing.
Yeah.
Is this like a vampire guy with them?
Yep. His name is
Nice.
Julian. He's from a little village or whatever the hell you want to call it. Herculaneum. It's right next to Pompeii.
Pompeii. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Vesuvius took him out.
Oh, we got a smart one. Yep. So he's been around a while. And there on the left, we got our who John Malin only described as Daniel with the suspenders, but it's cool, man. He's from England, so I guess you could say that. He's like a punk rocker. There's suspenders, man. He's got like a spike collar. He's into that shit. He's a big Clash fan.
Oh,
Come on,
nice.
man.
eat sparkles, freak.
Yeah. Kirby crackle my ass.
You think the Sex Pistols will play? Wait till you get a load of me, mate.
Yeah, so he's like a techno mage. So he's like their kind of like James Bond. He's like their magical Q. So he designs out their little gadgets or like anything mission specific and stuff like that. So they go on these little self-contained adventures, but all leads into a broader narrative.
Nice.
Yep.
No, it's cool that you're taking a Greco-Roman angle with the vampire. Because it's always, Dracula or after with
Romanian.
vampires. And I wish someone would go back further. So that's cool. I'm very interested with that specific tangent.
Yep. And that's just to show that I can complete a comic book page.
Yeah, we got an interior page here.
Yeah.
None of that bait and switch stuff.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. Well, don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this the main guy right here?
No, that's like the director of like this little covert organization, Level M. It's like comprised of creatures from myth and legend. It's part of the pitch, so I don't have to pitch the whole thing now.
Okay.
It's like
It's a supernatural action mystery comprised of Level M. So there you go.
Very cool.
So people compare it to like BPRD, but like I never read it. I saw Hellboy. That was good. I mean, I just think like Del Toro is a brilliant director. Like he could direct like a toilet paper commercial. I'd probably watch it.
I'm deeply enthralled in this Charmin ad.
Yeah, yes. It's like the Charmin bear.
Yeah. It becomes Cocaine Bear. They somehow make a crossover.
Yeah.
That's why toilet paper is white.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, nice.
So is this guy got like the China virus? He's got the sniffles.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. he's patient zero.
No,
I ate the pangolin.
I was just watching Rogan talking about the pangolin thing.
You should try the bat soup, Daniel.
Yeah. It's to die for.
It's very rabid tonight.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, so where does the hot chick fall into this? You got that ecomancer. Yeah, you got the hot chick there that's got like she's got like fire in one hand and plants in the other.
Yep. This is like her what I call it, the emergence. His colors are pretty badass. They're dope.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I pretty much I kind of went Alan Moore on this one.
Nice.
Like right down to the colors. I was like, it's like no, like little green dots like fireflies. He's like, what? Because he's in Brazil and he's probably like, what is he talking about? I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
But we got it. Like, no, man, it was but yeah, we're all done. It's ready for pre-press now. It's taking a little mini vacation at the end of like next week after the first 30 to just clear my head with the kids and wife for like 3 days. Go up and a retreat.
Nice. A little spring break.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read like the final PDF and we're good to go.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, these colors are pretty awesome, especially the blue flame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan, baby.
Wait, is she like in a swamp?
That's just grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
The park.
No, I was trying to figure out. It looked like she's getting like sucked in or something.
Like,
Oh yeah, kind of like when it's that small. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just sorry. I'm just being quick. 'Cause I'm like taking in the page.
yeah.
Because like most of the time I'm looking at my phone, so I can
Yeah,
only see
yeah,
so much.
yeah.
I plan to back this. I just gotta wait till payday. Hopefully tomorrow it'll drop into my account.
Yeah.
Then you'll get money.
It's always a good thing.
Yep. I love it.
I didn't realize this piece, this Mythicals cover, is this Gilmore?
Oh yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't
man.
realize when I was fudging with the making the thumbnail, and I
Mhm.
did like not opacity, but like saturation stuff. I didn't realize the flames are already like lit, and you got like some color here because you just scroll on your phone, you think it's a black and white piece with maybe red eyes. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
oh wow,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
added this cool blending detail
Red
for the
spot
flames.
color.
Yeah, and Peter did that.
Hell yeah.
He said no. He said nobody's gonna color my shit. And I was like, all right, well here's what I want. So I was like, I just want to do some reds, and like I even did like I had it on here before just to test the waters, make sure they did like Indiegogo didn't try to like strike me down or something, and had the blood off of the knife. And
Oh
then
god, yeah.
people were like, oh, well, he's coming to cut your cake. I'm like, well, fuck it, I put the original back up, fuck stick. So
Brush your teeth.
yeah.
Cutting the cake.
So but he added the flames, but I have like the original. I have the grayscale version of it. That's just I might in the future, if we go forward with issue 2 and 3 and beyond, like I'll definitely release this. Is like that'd be a badass poster, just like the
Yeah,
grayscale,
it would.
just like a print.
Hell yeah.
So
Looks like death
on
metal, man.
his
Yeah.
on us looking at on the right side, what is that handled thing with the barbs on it?
Ooh, I mean, he's the Inquisitor, man. He get the answers.
Torch
Well, I'm just
light.
like, is this like
Okay,
a
so-
spanking tool?
Yeah,
No, but, hey, man, I don't know what he's into.
could be the pair of woe.
I don't judge. Hey, man, Peter drew it. I'm not gonna say. I mean, you can have to ask Peter.
Oh, sweet
Okay,
trading
yeah.
cards.
And the vampire one right there, like that's him in his little Roman getup. That one's a metal card.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
Benedictus.
Hmm.
Ooh, beer koozie.
Beer koozie. Now, knowing that you do beer as a hobby, it makes more sense seeing the koozie.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm like, that's a
Branding, baby, branding.
Yep. Merchandising. The kids love it.
Yeah.
We got Mythicals in the beer.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
Sorry, what's going on with this piece?
That's cover art for the box right there next to it on the right.
Oh, okay.
It's Don Edwards.
Again, the phone.
Phone.
So-
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
got
on
the
the computer
box.
right now, but yeah, on the
Right,
phone,
right.
I haven't taken this in as well. So, oh, okay, you got a
Ooh,
cool bookmark.
Finally got the
Oh,
art for that.
yeah, I was gonna say it used to be just a picture of Dean's avatar.
Oh no, it was the Men at Work album because it was a work in progress.
Traveling in a private combi.
Yeah. So like her eyes they're gonna glow, like all the green is gonna glow.
Awesome.
Except for his
That's
signature
cool.
down there, I guess, or whatever that green thing is. I don't know.
It's pretty
Whatever.
badass.
Now, when you say glow, do you mean like just like the?
It's gonna be a spot
I mean-
glow on her eyes.
Okay.
Very
Well, you
cool.
say glow, I'm thinking like, oh, you're gonna have like glow in the dark.
Yeah, glow in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, spot glow in the dark.
Oh, okay. I thought you just meant like, oh, I'm just gonna make it look kind of like shiny or reflective or something. That's cool. Glow in the dark.
And the
Yeah.
vines too.
Yeah, I think it's just the front though.
Oh,
The vendor said it's just the front.
oh, sweet.
Whatever. Sorry.
Nice.
But you get like the prophecy right there. It's pretty much like the key to everything, and that's exclusive in the box. So when we get down the road, you're gonna be like, "Well, son of a bitch, I needed the bookmark."
Oh, you're making me think of the Flash in BVS. It's like, Bruce, the bookmark. The bookmark is the key.
Why
You
you
should
say
meme that.
name?
You should meme that. That way, that could be a little promotional thing.
Well, there
It's
you
like
go.
the box.
Yeah. Just a picture of like, no, he throws a CD of Men at Work at Bruce.
No, when Bruce wakes up, it's to Men at Work.
Yeah.
Hey, why do I have a Vegemite sandwich?
But like I sold the this original art with he didn't even see it. That was Dean's avatar. If you scroll down
Yeah.
on the
last perk.
rewards there. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
I'm never
it was
gonna
just a
take it
picture
down.
of his
I'm never gonna take it down. And you know, hey, get this shit. I had it originally set up for $420, and then I had cold feet at the. I'm like, nobody's gonna buy this shit. And I dropped it to $350. So like, man, I guarantee you, because I know the guy who did it, he'd have paid $420 for it. Son of a bitch.
Love Dean's avatar too. It's
There
like,
you have it. I know. He looks like
Very
he's
Rick and
like
Morty.
eating like egg rolls or pizza rolls, like Totino's pizza rolls.
yeah.
Dude, I am a suck. So Rookie, if you're watching my streams on Thursday, my co-host Rookie, he me and him have so many not fights, but just like me in constant amazement at like the lack of flavor that he enjoys, like worse than normal white people. It's just like
that, brother.
Yeah, like if you think like white as like a very low threshold for flavor,
Was he
he's
like
below that.
Mayonnaise sandwiches on Wonder Bread?
No, mayonnaise. That guy, whoa, mayo. Like he doesn't put condiments on his ham sandwich.
He's one of those.
He is. This isn't me like shit on. We've had discussion on stream about this. So he's someone that's like, I like bacon. I like burgers. They don't go together. And I'm like, what?
What?
It's a burger enhancer, you idiot.
It's almost like they're meant to be together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Does he like ketchup?
I don't think so.
You said no condiments. Like, no, wait a minute. Was he born in America?
Yeah. I mean, he's
no American child doesn't like ketchup.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah, something's wrong with him. You need to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we're in constant amazement, and damn it, I totally lost my train of thought.
Come in your chats and troll him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is not a venture of Flavored Town, to say the least. There was something here that like spawned that, and I totally lost why I was mentioning it.
Was it Dean's illustrious avatar giving you that look of disapproval?
We said egg rolls, pizza pocket.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Rookie doesn't understand. Like I love pizza. I love getting like high quality. Like I've been to Manhattan, got a few slices, and fuck, that's like pinnacle. But
bro, like you should look at my Twitter bio. I make pizza at home.
Hell yeah.
Like during the pandemic, I learned that.
Sweet,
but
man.
like my favorite, just go to like I'm hankering for pizza. Just go to Kroger frozen section and get me Totino's square pizzas.
Oh,
yeah, no. I get the square pizza. I microwave it for 3 minutes and I roll it like a burrito, and it's so satisfying. Maybe I'll add like diced ham and or mushrooms and cook it in the oven. But like it's just I love the flavor, you know.
That just makes him disgusted, doesn't it?
Right. Well, like when I say like, oh, like my go-to is like Canadian bacon, mushroom, black. I was like, what's too many toppings? I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's a thing. These words don't combine. I don't.
Like, dude, I don't know how you'd handle a supreme pizza because that's like 15
might have a stroke.
Toppings.
Might have a stroke.
Yeah, I'm just in constant amazement. Like, and like it's funny because I have this like plethora of like, yeah, I'm always trying new spices on my steak or my lamb. And
my wife hates lamb. She hates it.
Really?
I love the like strange taste to it.
I hate it that she hates it, but go ahead.
I just made a lamb roast last week.
I have to make like these pita pockets, like this recipe I came up with, like this lamb spice I made like with the tzatziki sauce. Go ahead. And I have to have a chicken now, and it's just not the same.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, well, hey, we got Tina in the house, and we got
Hey.
Immortal Rising Comic. Hey, what is
Hey.
up,
Aaron.
guys? Tina, I actually was thinking of you. You're still in the chat. Thursday, sorry off topic for Hojo, but Thursday we're having Rev Kev on. He's formerly Catholic. He's a Protestant reverend from Canada. I don't know if you've followed him or not, or seen him on YouTube, but he's been in our sphere for a while. I suggest go check him out and join the chat. You can join the panel if you want, and I think you'd be good. Not like, what do you call it, conflicting panelists, but I think you'd have a synergy, possibly certain worldviews and stuff. So, yeah, cool to see you on. It's funny because I was just thinking of you today, and I forgot to message you. But yeah, we also got Immortal Rising Comic Book. Everyone complains about white people and seasoning, but then complain white people colonized the world for spices.
Yeah, which one is it? Do they have shitty food, or do they steal everybody else's spices?
Both.
It's like all the spice in the world cannot make that that soup.
Hojo, have you seen on Twitter what's going around? A big craze right now is this like, I think, Mexican girl. Like, she's like, I think American, but she's like ethnically Mexican, Latino, whatever. And she's talking about like, oh, my last video, all the seasoning police were in my comments, blah blah blah, saying I need to season my chicken. And she's like, what's in this rub? And she like reads the ingredients, and then she's like, what did I put in my video? And she's like, fresh garlic, fresh onion. It's like, if it was dry and in a little can to shake, you'd say I seasoned it. and then now there's all these people that are like saying like, oh, well, white people don't like seasoning because racism, because of that was like a rich white thing in Europe, I guess, was what we think of as like buying white people food today, of like, I put a zest of lemon and like that's it, for a dish.
Yeah.
The whole idea is that, seasoning became a poor people thing once it became common.
Yeah.
And there's probably truth to that, but I think that's more of just like elitism and classism. It's not necessarily racism. Sometimes it blends because of colonialism. And
right.
Mostly as white people colonizing, but
yeah.
Well, that's where I get a kick out of lobsters being a rich person's food.
Oh, that's trash food.
For their own history.
Three times a week in Maryland. It was a minimum of 3 times a week.
Yeah, well, back in history, like only poor people ate the ocean's janitors because that was like considered the shit food. They gave
it to the people who worked for free who had severe tans.
Lo siento, no hablo inglés.
Yes.
The other ones. The
others.
I see. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, those. Yeah, man. It's funny. Like when you try to rewrite history, and like when people who really do know history, they look at you and they're like,
yeah,
come on, dude.
Really? Sure.
And then you know what they do? Silence. Shut up, man. We're taking your voice away, and I'm telling you, man, it's a slippery slope. The history is littered with the results of some of these actions that have been taken over the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
I'll tell you what I do.
Mind your business. Mind your business. For one, I've been wanting to say that to a lot of people for the past, I don't know, 3 years.
Yeah.
Just mind your business. If somebody's trying to have a barbecue and you don't live over there, mind your business. Go watch TV. Stay inside. Shut the doors.
Enjoy the smells.
Cut your Kenny G up. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. Do what you want. Do what you want. Leave people alone, man. Just leave people alone. Let people create cool shit, and if you're not interested, go create your own, or shut the fuck up. Yeah. Sorry. Like Dave Chappelle is like, I don't know what I do. I know what I do if I didn't have any army. I'd shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, the UN. Yeah, he's like the president.
Oh, that's right. You don't have no army. You're talking about a culture war. I've been to war. I guess you need to shut the fuck up.
Man, freaking Chappelle, man.
Oh,
That Clayton
He's like,
Dixon
sanction me with the army. He's like, oh,
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 yeah, the
yeah.
army.
Modern problems require
got
modern
some yellow
solutions.
tape.
Yeah.
I love it. He's got 4 mics. He's like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
Shut the
up.
fuck up.
Oh,
Uh,
God, that's my meme right there to everybody. It's like, oh, you see, I get these DMs from the rando crazy libtards. They're like, oh, you can't write a woman. I've seen some of the things you say. I'm like, there's just jokes. It's the internet. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. And that's just what I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up.
no, it's funny because someone said James Gunn knows how to handle Harley Quinn. I hope he directs or writes a Harley Quinn film in the future. And then this person like, hell yeah, James Gunn knows how to handle Harley Quinn. This racist scene was awesome. And a lot of people are like, oh no, a villain did bad. Like me when a villain commits villainy. And I had to retweet this. Like,
what the hell is
energy.
that?
This is
What's
Tom
up with that
Taylor, the
thing?
guy that made I want to say he's the guy that made bisexual child of Superman.
Oh God.
I don't follow Superman, but I've seen it. But yeah, this is one of his things where it's like the Joker's like, I'm American. I fucking hate Nazis. I'm a homicidal maniac, not a traitorous bigot. And it's like,
oh
what?
God.
What?
I have
politics
standards.
is beneath. If anything, Joker is a bit principled that politics is beneath him.
Yeah, everybody gets the knife.
This is the same guy who sold his soul for a box of cigars. Right.
And this guy's like, meth is cringe. I don't know how the hell he even found me.
Oh, that was
And
the
so
one
then I retweeted him. And so his bio says disabled POC content creator, just a YouTuber trying to YouTube music and art sometimes. He, him, they, them. So, and so I was like, you didn't have to say disabled and use pronouns. It's redundant. Surprisingly, this guy hasn't blocked me, but
Dude.
my I learned this from Hotep Jesus. If you watch Rogan, that's how I know this guy. Don't follow him a lot, but if you look at his Twitter, he's always like someone will like just have some like narrative take, and he's like, "How about you catch this block?" And so I use that. I use that methodology of, oh, Ukraine, BLM, he, him, pronouns, whatever, whatever cause, all that is crammed in your bio. Normally, I'm like block, like, and I'll look at when they try to like own me and see all the people liking them, and I see all their bios have this shit. Block. Like, thanks for liking it, because now I can find you and block you.
Yeah, I know. You're just making it easy.
Yeah, it's like
I'm all creating an echo chamber. Like, no, I just don't want to hear your shit.
I go beyond Hotep. I am like Israel in the 6-Day War. I preemptively block the enemy.
Oh no, he's on a hunt.
Yeah, I got like 11,000 blocks so far. Some of it's just, it started because of promotions. Yeah. Any promoted tweet, unless it's like Philly or something, because I'm an Eagles fan. Block.
My
Instant
wife's
block.
an Eagles fan.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Her whole family.
Oh. I noticed you said you weren't, so is that a...
you said you're a Jets fan.
I'm a Jets fan. Like, they went to the Super Bowl. I was happy as shit for him. And
so theoretically, being a Jets fan...
on the
couch. Essentially, you don't even watch football, is what you're telling me.
Ooh, oh, damn. Oh, damn.
No, honestly, I like, besides the Dolphins, I hate the Dolphins. They're one of my bottom 4 teams. But objectively, as a objective fan, I love what they're doing in Miami. That was one of the teams in the playoffs. I was like, the only teams I'm scared of is Cincinnati, which is my number 3 team, and the Dolphins, because like when they can like light you up, they get rolling. And that's the only team that like legitimately I was like, I don't want to face them in a Super Bowl at a neutral site because I don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah, they just need a quarterback.
Laces out, Finkel.
Tua, I like Tua, but aren't you excited about getting Aaron Rodgers?
I guess I just want it to be over with, and like I'm in the middle of this campaign. I'm looking at that. Patrick Kane got traded at the Rangers. I'm trying to see how that's doing, and I'm like, fucking. They're like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, will he or won't he? Who's got the leverage? # leverage. I'm like, well, you shut the fuck up. Just wake me up when you get it done. Okay, just let me know.
if you didn't
Like
know,
I see
I
all
don't
these spaces up there. There's like Jets, Aaron Rodgers, like all these like Jets content creators, like the latest Aaron Rodgers news. I'm like, well, you just fucking shut up and just let me know when it's done. Just
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah, yeah. I've been it's funny because I'm from Oklahoma and it's cowboy country, and I became a Philly fan. Like no family, none of that. It was just when I started watching football, I saw the wings on the helmet, and it's kind of like the army or the military wearing the flag. Everyone's like, "Your flag's backwards." Like, no, we're running forward.
We're running forward, yeah.
That's the same imagery I get from the eagle wings. It's like, they're going forward, they're flying, and I love that look when they got the new jerseys, and
I like their old
I've just been
uniforms.
falling ever since. I do love the Kelly green. I definitely want a fusion, not just a retro. I want a fusion, like a modern Kelly green jersey.
Yeah, I wish like I've been seeing all these mock-ups of the Jets, like their 80s, like an updated 80s version. It's pretty hot.
Nah. I'm a there's certain teams it's like no. Like the Yankees, like you have a classic jersey. The
that can never
Packers,
change.
the Jets, the Colts, the Cowboys, Packers, like you keep the same jersey.
And the Bears.
But yeah, if you didn't realize, my room is Eagles. I got an Eagles.
I noticed the
Mickey Mouse blanket on one window. I got an Eagles blanket on another window. I got Eagles helmet blanket on this window. I've had since I was like 15. So yeah, I'm a diehard. Only been once, but man, I Philly after a win. I don't know if you've been to a game in Philly. Like the next morning, there is an energy in that town.
Yeah, my wife's been to a few. Like I guess she was with one. Like cause her brother is like my friend. Like we've been friends for like 20 years. But anyway, it is what it is. But like I guess they went up there to a game or whatever, and some dude like threw up on the back of his coat, and he had just bought it 2 days. It was like this nice ass winter Columbia coat, and like threw up like filled up the hood or
shit! Oh man!
Like, it was fucking gross. I'm like, what'd you do? What'd you do? Did you beat his ass? He was like,
hide the body?
No, like he's like he was like really, really big, and his friends like pointed at me. I was like, oh bitch. But I guess I got it taken care of.
Yeah.
Fuck that, I guess, leave the coat.
Yeah.
He was like, the only thing that really pissed me off is it was really cold after that. I was like, that would have been the thing that pissed me off the most. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
That'd have made that dude bite his fucking ear.
Yeah. Man, they'd still be looking for pieces.
Man, yeah. Any y'all in here, the link for the book is in the description. Also, I just dropped it in the chat again, so go back. Let me see if you've anyone back you. I'll be back in tomorrow or Thursday.
Nice.
So, what made you pick 2,500 goal? Was that just production? Already having paid for it, or?
Yeah, just I mean, I guess I could have started it earlier. Like a lot of people do 500. I guess it does. I didn't know about the algorithm or whatever.
Oh yeah. I learned that one the hard way.
So I mean, if you go to like comics or whatever on the Indiegogo page, I'm up there. So.
Oh yeah.
I was looking. I'm
not shadow banned. Making sure.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know why Mandy's shadow banned because I was looking at scrolling. And it's like she's got a huge book and it's like not showing up at all.
Well, she did say publicly in a tweet, "Fuck Indiegogo," so they might have a little ambivalence towards her about that.
That's shady.
But they have there's an alternative now, like Luke Stone's Fund My Comic.
Yep.
I'm on there too. I've done raised like $250 over there.
Oh hell yeah!
And it's conducive to. I mean, he's just all about helping other people fulfill their dreams, and like he doesn't care about your politics, man. As long as it's not a bunch of nudity and graphic sexual stuff, he is a man of faith, but he doesn't care about the rest of it. There's like you can have. Dillard's could be on there, man. He's got titties in his book.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. It's and there's a lower platform fee for creators. So there's no shadow ban. There's nothing. And he actually put out a stream today about where he showed where Indiegogo had been like fudging their traffic numbers.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. Like, this is disgusting, man. This thing's bullies.
It reminds me of OnlyFans. Say what you want pro or con about OnlyFans and the prawns, but that's what built their platform, especially during the scamdemic.
Yeah.
And then once they're like fully legitimized, full big business, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna stop porn. And it's like, what? It's like, no, I'm totally on the side of the sex workers. It's like, wait, we built this platform. That's why people. It's like it's a household name now. You know, it's common knowledge, and now you're gonna undercut us.
Yeah.
It's like opening a bag of Doritos, you get a bunch of Triscuits.
Yeah, you open it up, it's veggie crisps.
Wait.
The veggie straw. This is veggie straws. What the fuck?
Don't you be bringing Triscuits into this, my friend. Triscuits are full of fiber. We need more Triscuits in the world. I wish
I changed it to veggie straws.
No, dude. It's like being the fat kid chasing down the ice cream truck, but when you get there, it's the veggie truck.
Yeah. Oh, hey. All we have left is asparagus.
Had some celery in my basement.
Oh no! You have a pack of crackers.
Yeah. Got some gum or something?
Something.
I didn't want my fat ass all the way over here for nothing. Freaking salad. Screw you.
Thanks, Michelle Obama.
Wait, she's the one that made it so that ketchup is classified as a vegetable in school lunch programs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, with all that sugar?
Yeah, ketchup is that's a food.
We need to be talking about, we talk about big pharma. We need to be talking about big ketchup.
Yeah, the real ketchup? Monopoly.
Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah.
East India Company colonized not white people, but weren't they Dutch?
Yeah,
that's weird.
Cause you Dutch.
Austin Powers like there's only two things I hate. It's like people are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Yeah, but it's gold.
Put it in the skate box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Rookie, his whole shtick is he's the rookie. Like he's very inexperienced with classic film.
Right.
And we've been correcting that for the last few years, slowly but surely. And so we've been watching old old James Bond.
Oh.
Which I've only seen the first 4 Connery, GoldenEye, and of course all the Craig films. That's why I'm a Bond fan. I don't actually care
about the joy that is Roger Moore.
I don't really care about the old Bond, honestly. Like I appreciate, I see why it's classic. There's certain things like Russia with Love, and then you see Daniel Craig. We're like, oh, they pulled that from there, so it's like there's a semblance. I like that, but
Roger Moore has the best gadgets and cool stuff.
Yeah, the best.
I don't know. To turn into a helicopter, bro.
I think
a submarine.
For me, that stuff, it doesn't age well. It's not engaging. If you're just there to watch like the gadgets, or whatever, it gets cringe because it's like I'm from an era. My first interest in film came from like I had the Spider-Man DVDs and Star Wars, so I started watching the second disc that came with it. Watching the hours of behind the scenes stuff, early on before I ever knew about comic book stores or anything. I didn't see a comic store till I was an adult. But Stan Lee talking about, character and all this stuff that was impressed on me before I ever knew about comic books were a thing, and so that sticks with me. And I think with behind the scenes and Mythbusters and stuff, that has helped and hurt films because now we've seen behind the curtain. It's so complex to know, like, oh, that's how he filmed that, or they did this trick to do that. And so that's why I love the Craig films, because it's like, Bond's classic for the gadgets, and then they're like, all right, that doesn't age well, so we're actually going to like strip him bare, and everything's like nothing. Everything just feels maybe like 10% exaggerated, and I like that. It's like Dark Knight. Just an exaggeration of technology, not it's totally stupid, But with the Connery Bond, especially like from Russia with Love, it's like, fuck, this is just a good film.
Oh, it is.
Aside from the gadgets. What's your favorite Bond film?
Probably GoldenEye, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
Christmas
Yeah.
comes
Oh,
only
yeah.
once a year.
Yep. I mean, just that opening scene, like fucking jumping off that dam, dude.
Yeah.
That's just, I'm like, oh man, because I mean, the Timothy Dalton thing. I mean, all right, it was good. I feel like the Timothy Dalton movie, like he had better the villains were better than James Bond.
Yeah.
And so, like when they rebooted that, I was like, oh, so they're getting the guy who played the James Bond ripoff Remington Steele. This could work, man. He looks suave. I know he could actually look. Let's see what you got, man. And like that opening scene, I was just, what year did that come out? Was that like 96, 94? One of those
98? Well, it
two.
came
No, it
out
was before
was it around the same time as the GoldenEye game?
Yeah, because like that was 96. So like 90, maybe
95.
I was gonna say let's say 95. I was like 14 when that came out, and I was just like, this is awesome. And then I spent probably I don't know, I probably wasted months of my life playing GoldenEye. Like if you add up all the time, like maybe even years, unfortunately. But
man, yeah, I always picked Odd Job, pissed everyone off.
you always have to take that little shot down. By the time you go down, pop, you're gone, baby.
Man, you cheating son of a bitch! Why'd you have to pick Angel?
I used to like the paintball mode, man. That was the shit because we would write like fuck on there, like right fuck ass, and like we're like, oh look at this, and I'm like, I look back on it, I'm like, oh you moron, go outside and play.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Yeah, I never got to enjoy the 64 parties or any of that.
My mom punked
before
me.
My time.
Oh,
she told me that they didn't have it at JCPenney. She fucked with me up until like, I mean, it was almost like a PG-13 R-rated version of Christmas Story when he wanted the BB gun or whatever.
Yeah,
like, he lied to him, like he found it or whatever. She's like, they don't have it. I was ready to throw a fit. It was like my freshman year. I was like, stop it. She's like, I'm serious. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and get you a couple other games, and that'll offset when you get here. You have more. I'm like, man, fuck that. I don't want no other games. And I look back on it. I'm like, you unappreciative little shit.
Yeah.
But I was an only child. I was like, man, So like I opened all my presents. I was sitting there. I was like, I looked at everything. I scanned the whole thing. I was like, none of those boxes are Nintendo 64. Shit. She was telling the truth after all. So I opened up all my presents, and she didn't even do it until probably like, and we opened presents like 8 in the morning or something. So until like after breakfast, and like I'm like playing with something like that I knew I didn't want to be playing with, and she come down and she threw the controller in my lap. She's like, "You better plug this up," and I'm like, I want to be like, "You bitch," but I was like. I said, man, I was like, you got me. I was like, why did you do that? She's like, I just wanted to see you squirm a little bit. So I was like, all right, I hooked it up, and like she went upstairs, and I went and like smoked a bowl real quick, and then played it. Then morning, I was like, so I was like, that was a game changer for me. You have no idea. Like I had like a Sega Genesis and shit. Like it was
damn, that's
from Sega Genesis to, well, I mean, even if you had a Nintendo, like a Super Nintendo. To Nintendo 64, like that first Mario game, it was like a whole nother world, bro.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't understand that little joystick thing. I was just like, it probably took me about an hour and a half to figure out how to shoot myself out of that cannon, but I wasted a lot of time on that too, man.
Hell yeah.
In the Zelda game, that's the most perfect video. That's probably my favorite video game of all time. Ocarina of Time, yeah.
What about its follow-up there, Majora's Mask?
Majora's Mask, yeah, I beat that too. And then like I don't remember the last one after that. I played one like where you were like a werewolf or something. That was
Twilight Princess.
Yeah. And I didn't finish that. We have a Wii, but it's mainly for my 5-year-old to learn how to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Wii is like a game console for people who don't play games.
Yeah, I still have a Nintendo 64. I still got gold now. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I emulate. I built a front end and I emulate all my games. and I got a texture pack that up-res the textures on the faces, and then I sped up the frame rate. So GoldenEye at 60 frames per second is insane.
No, I'm looking at your background.
Oh,
yeah, I see the Lucent back there.
yeah, man.
Ah, that's what that is. Okay.
And Company Man right there.
What issue of X-Men is that?
It's a toy. Like, hold on.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh shit!
Oh, it's like the original cast.
Yeah, the OGs. Back
That's
when Beast
cool.
was a person instead of a blue gorilla.
I prefer Blue Gorilla.
Yeah. Was it Kelsey Grammer?
That's old. That's before they went bankrupt.
Damn.
What'd you think of the X-Men, the original trilogy?
You talking about the movies?
Yeah.
Good, great, shitty.
Yeah, in that order.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Let me exit
The
full
third
screen.
one had some moments like that. I'm a big Archangel fan. I mean, I have him up there.
Oh yeah, that was underwhelming, but
They have fucked him up at every turn. The 92 cartoon got it the best.
Yeah. Dude, that cartoon is a classic, man.
They're gonna fuck
Yeah.
that one up too.
Oh, I know. Everything that we loved has been bastardized.
I don't know.
now.
They got the original creators, right?
Yeah, but they had people who worked on Willow, and look what happened to that piece of shit. Dude, we need the patriarchy back in our entertainment because
I know.
feminism is unwatchable.
Well, I know the guy that voiced Professor X. I know he's dead.
Yeah.
And I know the guy that voiced Wolverine. He's coming back. So that's really all that you need.
Tornado Claw, Berserker Barrage.
Yeah. Whatever, Scott.
Did you ever see Pride of the X-Men, the pilot episode that came out before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have the book, like the companion
Awesome.
book. I have it. Yeah.
They made an arcade game off of it too.
Yeah.
Welcome to Die.
Oh yeah. Wasted a lot of time on that one too. My grandmother ran an arcade
Oh hell yeah,
a
dude!
little bit, so like all those games from like the late '80s, early '90s.
Oh shit! Did you see
Fucking-
that? Was it like a 6-player cab for X-Men?
Yeah.
That was like the holy grail. We had
Yeah.
one. I saw it once in my life, and it was only there for one summer. And I told everybody about it. And then when they went to go see it, they called me a fucking liar because I couldn't
Yeah,
find
it's
it.
not there. It's not there.
It was like the Zoltar.
I don't know what you're talking about. But no, but I saw it because there were 5 other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, nobody wants to play Dazzler. They're like, who the hell's Dazzler? I'm like, yeah, it's like a 5-player thing. They're like,
Yeah.
I was listening to a Comics Explained stream.
Character.
Somehow Dazzler came up in it, and he's like, Dazzler's never been important.
no.
Like, oh,
It's like-
poor Dazzler.
Yeah, she was. She was about as important for as long as Disco was, because that's all she was.
Yeah, it's basically a visual.
Disco
He's trying to
never
like force
died,
feed her.
my friend.
She's one of the strongest female X-Men ever. Oh, fucking please, shut up.
Yeah.
Good God, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like they're like,
Yeah.
we need to demasculate these male characters and beef up the power of the existing female. Why don't you just create a strong female character? Is it that hard?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
dude, they had Storm.
I was gonna say Storm. Like if for me, Storm don't have a mohawk, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
Days
like-
of Future Past version.
Yeah, like all of that, like the Genosha shit. Like when she
Yeah.
went hardcore, she beat the shit out of people. She beat the shit out of Scott, all of them.
Yeah, she was basically Mother Nature. I mean,
Yeah.
Screw Cyclops.
Yeah,
yeah, nobody likes Cyclops.
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, I loved Cyclops.
Yeah.
I had like a little
Yeah.
toy that I don't know if you've ever been to, like Dollar General in like the 90s. They had like these little metal die cast like
Oh shit!
X-Men figures. They're
I
like,
think
had
I
like
talked
plastic
about it,
they
actually.
had like a plastic head and maybe hands, but they're like metal bodies.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Yeah, I always loved playing my Cyclops. But like none of the toys matched his size, so
right.
he never really fit. But I just thought it's cool. I had no maybe I've seen the cartoon on the reruns on like WB, but
Was
yeah,
it
just the
Scuba
laser
mask
eye.
one?
It's cool. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm a big Godzilla fan at the time when I was a little kid, and so we'd always go to Hastings or Blockbuster and rent the old Godzilla films, and I always loved Gigan. So maybe that's the connection.
Sweet, man.
The latest
Yeah,
Godzilla
Gigan.
bootlegs.
Yeah,
Gigan's my favorite. I love like I don't know why, but it's cool they put a fucking like chainsaw on his belly.
Yeah.
Zing, zing.
God damn. Freaking Toho, man.
What so clearly you really love Marvel. You said Hulk earlier. What has been your favorite MCU film? Or are you still watching, or where are you at with that?
Nope. After Endgame, like
Same here,
majority
man.
of the people I know. And
Yep.
I mean, I don't have Disney Plus, so I didn't watch any of it. Like, I was cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I was really wanting to see the White Vision. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the suit looked pretty cool, but like, I don't know, like the whole storyline, like it was really just to set up a backdoor pilot for that unfunny chick from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, Agatha.
Yeah, it was just like a backdoor pilot for her show. I'm like, no, I don't care. Moon Knight, like I heard he was in it for about 10 minutes. Don't care. Loki looked lame. Don't care.
Actually, I freaking love Loki, but
Yeah.
I love philosophy and learning, and the appeal to me of Loki that other people just probably aren't picking up on is the whole like duality of like predestination versus free will, and it's like, oh, you've been a part. You're the villain that it's kind of there's a Wreck-It Ralph narrative there, but with time for Loki, where it's like you are this like cog to make the heroes, and it's like Judas is scary or something. It's like Judas is a destined character, and so it's very interesting to me.
Well, then you should back my book for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's
definitely.
not all just shiny monsters and.
Pew, pew.
I'm no philosophy whiz or anything like those type of questions just really interest me. And I used to be Catholic, so
Yeah.
when I have a Christian-based theological question, I'm always looking into Catholicism. And it's crazy because I didn't know that even in Judaism, it's been argued this whole predestination, free will argument, where it's like, oh, they both existed. This, and I'm like, that's a cop out.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
But no, that stuff really tickles my fancy. So to me, that's the appeal of Loki, and then also like multiverse angle. Is it underwhelming for what they could be doing? Definitely overall, but I think that's just really cool. I wish the Loki girl was hotter, but she's a good actress for the role.
I
do like the multiverse angle and stuff. Like, I used to be a big What If fan for Marvel.
Yeah,
I mean, my favorite Marvel movie probably Civil War, or I mean, probably probably Winter Soldier, Civil War.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because I wasn't like a huge Cap fan back in the day. Like, I mean, I never bought it on the regular. So I saw this. There was this one storyline where he turned into a werewolf for like 4 episodes. It was silly, but it had Wolverine in it, like everything. It was an excuse for him to like give a cameo.
Well, he was part of the Howling Commandos, wasn't he?
I don't know. I know he was. Maybe for a little bit.
Wait, they made Logan part of the Howling Commandos?
I believe so.
Probably in a backstory.
That's interesting.
They tried to tie him through the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah, he's been there all along.
Yeah. And then it's just like one day, it's like, why don't we just make him an Avenger? Why didn't we think of that? We're gonna kill all the Avengers, and then we're gonna make everybody an Avenger that you always wanted to be an Avenger, and some guy we've never even fucking heard of.
Yeah.
Brian Michael Bendis, thank you.
I was listening to an interview of an old interview from like Sci-Fi or one of those channels, and he was talking about making these comics, the new Avengers and all that, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna make Spider-Man an Avenger, and like it's like half the room was like, whoa, and the other half was like, no, you can't do that. And me not knowing all his comic history, still,
why not?
I'm just like, why not?
Yeah,
I don't see why he has to be. So,
Well, it's
a classic argument about like, oh, Spider-Man was with the Fantastic Four, and they're like, no, you're not joining.
Yeah.
So why not give him a team, put him on a team finally?
It's like Daredevil, like it just doesn't seem right. I don't like seeing him on a team, but
yeah.
I mean, I was like, as far as like the old teams, like I'm a big Defenders fan. Like I'm like, it's like with music, man. I'm a B-sides guy. Like I don't like all the popular music that's always on there. Like I'm like I want to see the hidden gem, like the one that it's like they got the really good writing and like the stuff like that, and just like like I mean, Excalibur, like, it was a big, like, I love Chris Claremont's work, John Byrne, stuff like that. I mean, I could go on for hours about it, but like I said, these people wanted to be in the industry. People who are there now, I don't think they do. I don't think it's more of it's not what can they do with the characters and what can the characters do for them.
Well, that and the people that created these characters back in the day, they lived a life. They were writing from life experience.
Yeah.
And the people now are just aping off of existing media they've watched. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, there's no hardship there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the big. I don't watch anymore, but I want to say your boy Zach had a good video talking about like Kirby and who he was. Where it's like this guy was in World War II when he was starting a cartoon and stuff, and he's Jewish. He's probably gotten his ass kicked in. He's from New York, probably. I think.
Oh yeah. Well, I know a guy who just wrote a book on him.
Oh shit.
Glenn Fleming.
Okay.
It was on Indiegogo for a while. It's like he even sold a companion. He went there to his house. It's an interview.
Oh damn.
It's yeah, man. I'll shoot you the link sometime. Like, it's.
Hell yeah.
I didn't get a chance to buy it because I'm paying for these fucking books.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's a British guy. Like, he's an artist too. Like, he's probably in his late 60s by now too. But he went over to this. I think this was in the night right before Jack died or whatever. Sat at his desk and talked to him about the industry, and like he wrote this whole book about it, based around the interview. Sat and talked to him for like hours, like on multiple occasions. It's crazy. I was like, I'm like, this is the guy I've been talking to. It's like, yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? Talking to legends.
Like, yeah,
just another day.
Yeah, I wrote a book about Jack Kirby. I met and hung out with him. Like, a buddy of mine sold pot to Jacob Dylan from the Wallflowers. Is that count?
Kind of a big deal.
That's not breakfast. It's not.
I met the guy that met that guy.
I caddied for Ric Flair at a resort. Does that count?
Woo!
My house smells of rich mahogany.
Have many written down books. Yeah.
I love the like smirk on his face when he's trying to talk to Christina Applegate. Just he thinks he's just really.
He's not going for it. He's like, "Did you not hear what I said? I'm on Burgundy."
It's McGee.
Yeah.
What do you think of this rookie? I had him watch Anchorman because he's not a Will Ferrell fan, but he liked Anchorman, but he loved Anchorman 2 more. And it's like, I appreciate Anchorman 2 for its like long sell at the, towards the end. It's like, 24-hour news. It's all fake. They're selling you shit. Like, it's not what you need to hear. It's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, what a great commentary about modern news. Even though it's from like a leftist.
Yeah, and the movie's not good though. Like that, like it's one of those. It's like I'm almost at the point where I don't want to watch a comedy sequel ever again.
Yeah. Lightning doesn't strike twice.
Unless it's
didn't you hear?
Porky's too.
I love the stupid shit like that. Even though it's not as good, fluid, and energy as the first one, I love stupid shit like that where it's like. He's like, I drank half a bottle of ketchup before I realized it wasn't like some expensive wine. He's like, that's like 10 or 12 gulps of ketchup. How did you not realize? Like, I am blind.
And that still doesn't answer it.
And then fucking Steve Carell, he's like, oh man, you got to give me a recipe for these, Ron. He's like, no, that's caulk on checkers.
Oh,
idiot. It's shit like that it's like some SpongeBob humor. Like, it's just a quick cut.
Yeah.
That's what kills me is when it's just the right blend. So I can't ever tell you what is funny to me because it's the shit that no one else is laughing at.
Like the Fairley Brothers movies, I like those a lot.
Yeah. What did you make these chairs out of? Solid steel?
Yeah. Like Kingpin's one of my favorite movies. Like,
oh God, that woman!
Just Bill Murray. Like the whole movie is.
Yeah.
He had improv the whole thing, but
holy shit!
Every line is just like she comes up. He's like, "Hi." He's like, "Not you." Hi. He's got that little tight ass perm and shit. And he's like, he's talking. He's like talking to eating his words. Like, "What's up, Mr. Burger?" He's like, why don't you go eat that outside and then come on back in. He's like, "Hey, can you do me a favor and wash that off before you come back to our table?" "Thanks, son." That shit is fucking hilarious. I've seen that movie way too many times.
Yeah.
I gotta get your take on this comic debate. Let me share it.
Oh.
I always click settings on accident instead of present because I'm thinking share.
Present Ron.
There we go. I said,
yeah.
Is there a gayer comic character than Green Arrow?
North Star.
Norse. That's the cocaine man, right? Someone reply with fucking Aquaman.
Oh, Lola.
Like, yeah, I think Lola just got you answered correctly.
Yeah, he got you, bro. That's the gayest shit. That's like Charlie Murphy is like, that's the gayest shit I've ever seen.
That guy doesn't have to grunt to shit.
That's a good line right there. No, I grew up on Boomerang, the Cartoon Network like classic channel.
Yeah.
So that's how I watched Super Friends and Aquaman. So that's near and dear to me. Not that I remember.
I remember it when I was a kid, like reruns. But like I remember when that particular Aquaman, because it was an Aquaman show. It was like one season. I bought it on DVD and like I got so excited. I was like, man, I'm gonna get blazed. I'm gonna watch this shit. I'm gonna be fucking 7 years old again or whatever. I popped it in like 5 minutes into it. I'm like,
the harsh realization washed over.
This is super gay, man. I'm gonna go,
dude.
This is dumb as shit.
I just watched the first episode of Super Friends to like, I want to go through the show. I grew up on this. I love Super Friends. And I watched the first episode and I got like the stupid kids with like the not Scooby-Doo dog.
Yeah.
Like race, like
or the monkey Glee.
And then like monkey? Batman and Robin, they're like saving some guy from falling from like a steel frame of a building. And they throw their battering hooks on ropes and somehow they they were on the ground, somehow they swing and catch the guy. I'm like, wait, no, this is pre-grappling hook, like retractable grappling. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then like there's like a dam breaking or some shit, so they got like Superman and Wonder Woman and maybe Aquaman because water. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. They're powerful. So Wonder Woman can fly. Then Batman and Robin are there. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? And so it's like, I kind of appreciate they're trying to like rig them into the plot where it's like, well, we can go in and push buttons.
Oh, they tried.
It's funny because like comics is a new platform for me. Like here and there, after I'd learned about comics being a thing, I'd go to the library when I was in the military. I'd check out some like Batman graphic novel, like collections, or whatever. But it's far and few between and only what like they got available. And so Mystique is a character that interests me. So I'm like digging into her past. So her first appearance is like Miss Marvel 78. And I'm explaining Rookie this plot for a few issues. And it's like, so Namora's been captured by some like tiger shark guy. And he's taking her to his underwater base or some shit. And so Miss Marvel's like, well, I need to make a water pill. And so she goes to the X-Men. Now the X-Men, I guess in their world, have been like attacked multiple times at their mansion. And so they like instantly like fight her. And it's like, whoa, I just need your lab. And I'm like, okay, yeah, go down. Then she just like makes a water pill. And then she like swims to the depths to like save Namora. But then it's like, oh no, my water pill is going to expire in 5 minutes. And it's like, he's like, wait. It just all like the science nerd stuff that comes to the mind. We're like, wait, how does this? It's like, shut up. She's got a water pill, dude. Like,
just take it.
That's it. And I kind of just like the James Bond stuff where it's like doesn't age well, but sometimes I think we're so stuck in like the Dark Knight mode of like we need explanations for every little detail that we lose like the magic of just like, hey, this is a stupid this is for kids, whatever. Like shut up.
sit back and let me entertain you for about 24 pages, then you can go fucking talk about the meaning of life.
Yeah. So with the Mythicals, how many issues do you like have charted in your head, like, or written, like, going forward? If you
I've
can
got 6
continue, like,
issues written. The first 6 issues I've already written.
Nice.
But the whole series is plotted out. Like I've got. This isn't it. This is something. But like I had, it's just
Nice.
it's a plot for an entire issue. So every issue is plotted out like connected to everything. I just have to basically go fill in the blanks. That's how I put it.
It's like animation. You do all the keyframes and then you go.
Yeah. And then I worry about like page turns and stuff like that, and trimming the dialogues, killing the darlings, as Hemingway said.
Yeah, there's another guy that lived life to write. Like, we need more of those, more of that, and I think that's where we're gonna get it in the indies, for the people that like, you saw shit, the people that are at Marvel, the people that are in these big two, what the shit they saw was some homeless guy urinating in the corner on the subway on the way to work.
And they're like, why is this happening? America's so bad. No, idiot, your fucking leaders are bad. Choose different ones.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Or if you're thinking it's so bad, do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it because I can't stop using the word "fuck" in public.
Dude, I'd be the best president ever.
Who the fuck said that, huh?
Yeah,
just like
unemployment.
Just like Chappelle, he was like, when did you talk about the Who the fuck said that? Like I've been trying to talk to you. Yeah, motherfucker, well, I ain't trying to talk to you.
God damn, the press secretary.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk. Like the other guy, he'd be like, excuse me. You shut up, you fake news. You shut up. I'm great. People tell me I'm great. I'm telling you. I mean, oh, God.
I love it. The fact that the best Trump meme that I know of is the press whoever's in the press asked him like, "Oh, we've heard you like it's called the China virus, and do you think that's racist?" And he's like, "It's not racist. It's from China. It's where it comes."
It's not racist.
China.
It's from China. It's from China.
He like pauses and just like enunciates like China.
China. It's the China virus because it came from China. I don't understand what's wrong with you people. You don't understand it's from China.
That's the thing, is he wasn't wrong.
Like, I mean, it came from China. It's Chinese.
Even John
if anything, we're giving them credit.
Goods that come out of China say made in China.
How has no one made a meme of that, of like scientists investigating in their microscope, and it's like you just see like made in China.
We found the root cause. The root.
Yeah, it zooms in. This is like a little micro thing.
The fucking picture of size of made in China.
Microscope level.
And then you got that evil little Smurf. Okay, I don't understand it. I am the science. I said that there was we didn't want to eat the beagle's faces off.
Yeah,
make sure you wear your chin diaper. I don't understand it. Why you're not listening to me? Because you're a fucking retard. Because you told me when I was 5 years old that I could get AIDS from touching a cereal box.
Yeah, they wanted to lock down. You remember, dude? I'm old enough to remember back in the day when Fauci pulled that shit, and like, there's literally protesters, like gay protesters, saying you are killing the gay community, and it was all about Fauci. Like they were like. Yeah. It wasn't until Ryan White died of it. They called it, was it GRID at the time, or gay cancer or shit? And like they were just pushing this whole like there were like legendary stories about how like somebody spit on somebody and they gave him AIDS.
Gay cancer.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That's what it was called. It's called gay cancer, and then GRID, gay related immune disease.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna be quiet for a minute, but it's just because I'm looking for a hilarious clip.
Oh no. Is it going to be that Mr. Belvedere clip? Hi, Mr. Belvedere. I have AIDS.
No, don't know that one.
In like the late 80s, every show like that had to have an AIDS episode.
Yeah, the very special episode.
Where somebody was like, you hear bling, 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 bling. Next week, a very special episode of From Alien Nation. Jirok gets HIV.
So,
Joe Osmond.
The sour milk just doesn't taste the same anymore.
So Hojo, have you seen The Last of Us, or seen people talk about it?
Nah. I mean, I heard people talk about something about dudes and strawberry patches and fuck, I don't know.
40-year-old guys
Mandalorian in it, and yeah, that right there, episode 3. I've heard episode 3 was the most riveting episode of television in the history of the fucking planet.
I legitimately think it's just a really good episode, but I appreciate jokes about it too.
Yeah,
this is a great one. So this is
everybody's talking about it.
This is Donald Trump on the phone with Fox.
God,
the angle.
Can you believe this, folks? Can you believe this? They turned Ron Swanson. You remember him? Manly man, big and strong, patriotic. So anyway, they turned Ron Swanson into a total fag. I mean, can you believe they would take Ron Swanson and have him kiss a guy? It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable what woke culture is doing to this country. If Ron Swanson is going to be prancing around with his husband like a homo, then I don't know what to believe. I mean, how does that work? How is it supposed to work, folks?
Dude,
there are no pharmacies for these two guy lovers to get their gay drugs. The gay drugs, they don't have them, folks. And they need them for their gay-related immune deficiency. They call it GRIDS. And Fauci invented it back in the 80s. Did you know that? Anyways, you know, they call it the last of us, but it's more like the last penis in us.
Holy shit! Dude, the AI is getting freaking incredible. Holy
I
shit.
love it.
If they could get rid of the background noise and a little bit of the delay between the syllables, that's spot on.
Yeah.
Somebody showed me something the other day. It was Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden at the drive.
Oh, the gamers.
At the McDonald's or something. He was like, "Hey, Joe." He's like, "What? I don't understand." He's like, "God damn it, Joe. What the fuck?" And then Barack Obama's like, "Well, I think I'll just have myself a quarter pounder." He's like, "All right, Barack, what the fuck do you want?" Oh man, it was this. Oh, the internet is great.
Yes.
It's when it's used positively.
Man.
Oh man, I'm trying
Good
to
writing.
I've seen some good ones of them like gaming, playing
good.
Minecraft, and Joe's lost, and Obama's like, "Get the fuck over here, Joe."
I mean, isn't that like just a shade north of embarrassing? To have a leader of the free world that falls up a flight of stairs like 3 times three times in a fucking like a quarter, not just his entire presidency, a quarter of a year.
Yeah. Well, there's no way you can convince me that guy got more votes than from the black community than Obama. I mean, call me a tinfoil hat wearer, but dude, I got unregistered to vote in my state after I voted for the wrong person. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's
just saying, man.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about it.
I know. Mama Susan's up there going. She's like hovering over the red button.
I don't know if this is it or not. This is one I found though.
Oh no!
You ever use
colors of
perfume? You mean vabbing? The White House doctor said not to do that, Don.
Yeah, Donald, it can cause thrush or even infertility.
What are you talking about?
This TikTok trend is getting young women to smear their precious lady fluids on their necks to attract men. Because people don't wash their dirty fingers properly before trying to collect their own nectar, which can lead to inflammatory disease.
Has Sleepy Joe Biden gone to bed or something? Wake the fuck up.
And there's no evidence it works. Just ask your mama.
Shut up, Obama. So
I forgot about that dabbing shit. That's disgusting. It's like Gwyneth Paltrow's like cooch.
I'm gonna ask, is that some kind of fucking Gwyneth Paltrow thing?
Yeah, the goop there.
I need a goop candle. Hey, it's sold out, so.
You want your bedroom to smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's like nasty gash?
Just think of that Wojak meme of like Wojak sniffing gases.
It's like, it smells like a fish market in here.
Hello, ladies.
Reminds me of that fishing trip in 2005.
Yeah. Holy mackerel. Yes, that's exactly what it smells like.
The trouts were extra feisty that day.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
God, how do you even scientifically engineer that? Do you like were the scientists like sniffing her cooch and then like going over to the synthetics and like
some more iron, more iron.
Can you eat some more asparagus? Like,
ooh, yeah, that's actually smart. Yeah, so you have the goop candle, then you have the red goop candle. You could do like an Advent candle set. You know, when you like through the weeks, you get like, all right, one candle, and then you get two, and then three, and then four. The fourth one can be the red one instead of purple. And the other three can be pink. And so you just go. You have your goop reef for the month, and so Gwyneth, if you need ideas, if you need research and development,
you need to diversify.
Your guy.
Yeah, your your stanky candle is over.
Stanky
I think we're blowing the mind of Hojo. The possibilities. You should do a goop You should do a Nancy goop candle.
Why is the wick curly?
Why does it smell like? Why does it smell like burnt hair? Yeah. I don't know. I thought those were pine needles.
This is a really thick wick. It's made out of foam or something.
Yeah. I mean, we're at that point. I mean, Americans will buy anything if you market it right.
Yeah. Remember Britney Spears' fart in a shoebox sold for $5,000 on eBay? It was one of the earliest eBay gifts. What's the best case scenario? You opened it up and it stunk, or it opened it up and it didn't smell like anything. It's like either way you feel ripped off. let down, but man, I paid all that and it smells like shit. What do you expect? And I opened it up and it didn't smell like anything. What you wanted to pay to smell a box of shit?
Dude, people buy those fucking jelly bean challenges where it's like, this could be really tasty or it could be dishwater. It's like, who made this?
Dude,
why would you make dishwater jelly beans?
I use those. I set a trap for a coworker.
Mothball jelly bean.
Actually, Halloween. Actually, that'd be a funny.
Yeah,
greedy trick or treaters.
I had a coworker. I used to have a big jar of jelly beans on my desk because it was a good conversation starter. People come over, grab some jelly beans, and we talk. And like this one dude would come over and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'll pitch in and fill it in," and he like emptied the entire jar in like one day. So I went back down to the candy shop, and the chick's like, "Dude, you were just here. You putting those things away or something?" I'm like, "No, a coworker ate them all." She's like, "Oh, I see. I got the thing for you." She opens up this drawer, and it was like dirty diapers, earwax, like all this, like, and they look just like the other ones. So I threw them in there, and the office is all like quiet and stuff. And I hear across the other end of the office, "Oh God!" And I go back to my desk, and there's this like fruitcake gelatinous glob in my wastebasket. Like, ate a whole mouthful of that shit.
Dude, what I would like to do with Halloween is like set up a thing, hide in the bushes and set up a little thing on my front porch that says "just take one." And see the kids who are like little gritty bastards. Take a bunch of them and then just like pop it like, "I said take one!" Like a fucking machete.
A bloody baseball bat. You got Lucille.
Yeah, and I had a theory like, do you think the Jehovah's Witnesses are like huge Halloween fans? Just so that like when somebody rings the doorbell, they can be like, shut the door right in their face.
Yeah.
How's it feel, motherfucker?
Yeah. We get 364 days of that shit.
Yeah.
No, what you do
this for hours.
No, you get a like a fake cop light on your car. Maybe like have like a horn, like woo.
Against a felony, but go ahead.
Yeah. Get like a cop. Well, it's Halloween.
Oh,
cop costume, like it takes like a handful, like down the ground.
Yeah. What you got? Reese Cups, Kit Kats. I don't want no Twizzlers and Mary Jane. Get these milk duds out of here.
Fucking super bad, where he's like,
mug the kid.
I love in super bad when they got like their flashlights and they're talking with each other. They keep doing this with the lights.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it gives him the nod. And he's like, all right. He's like, down on the ground. And he's like, what? And he's like, put Pussy's on the pavement. He's like, hold hands.
Oh, I haven't watched the movie in some
Sexy
time.
hamburger.
I gotta go back and watch that.
Dude, that movie is perfect. Like, it's funny because when it came out, I was a sophomore or junior, and it's the whole talk of the town. I fucking, because my crazy one, I'd never have a chance to see it, so I fucking stole it from Walmart, and I loved it. And it's funny because the English teacher hated it. She's like, she wasn't like some old bitch either. She was like 35, but it's just an excuse to say the F word as many times as they can in a movie. And it's like, it's funny because I definitely noticed, like, wow, this is like edgy back then, and now it's like you notice that how much they say it now, just because it's like, yeah, this stuck out how much they say fuck, but it's like such a pretty organic plot. It feels pretty genuine. I love it. It feels very like exaggerated, but relatable and understandable. Yeah,
sure.
This would be a real wacky plot.
Yeah. Well, you know, McLovin was underage in that film, and his mom had to be present on set during the sex scene.
Oh, really?
She was sitting at the foot of the bed watching the whole thing.
I'm in.
I just thought it was funny, like just random lines in that one. That asshole like guy that gets his ass like hit at the end or whatever. He's like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, you know, having a big grad party on Saturday? She's like, yeah. It's like, well, guess what? You're not fucking coming. Tell your fucking faggot Fred he can't come either. And he turns up, he's like, Jesse wanted to tell me that you're a faggot and that you can't come to his party. Like, nah. I'm like, dude, I think that's classic.
Yeah, the way he just like turns and reiterates
like,
what he was told.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
oh
like
my
with
god,
parents.
oh my god, that's the guy from Arrested Development. That's George Michael. Because that's the first time I'd ever seen him in anything other than Arrested Development. And oh my god, I mean the weirdo that picks him up, the guy from Reno 911. He's like, you know what I'm talking about? You talking about? I think you do.
Yeah, that weird guy.
Like, what a fucking weirdo.
Wait, have you ever seen that guy? Have you ever seen Wet Hot American Summer?
Yeah.
Dude, that's one of my favorite gags is like the chase, and he's on the motorcycle, and then they like set one single bale of hay on the a square bale, so it's, you know, maybe not even as big as like a desk. Sits in the middle of the 2-lane road. He's on a bike. He can clearly veer left or right, and he's like, "Oh, damn it!" Like this obstacle stops him.
Shit.
So stupid. And just like he sells it like the total like dismay, like, oh, they got away, damn it. That shit. That's kind of shit that's hilarious to me because it's like, this is retarded.
Yeah, because a lot of my friends, like, they hated that movie Paul. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh yeah, Paul's awesome.
I mean, because I'm a comic nerd. I'm like, I'm into sci-fi shit and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, this. And plus, I loved Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. I thought those were brilliant.
Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, I kind of get British humor sometimes. Like, it's not British.
Generally no, but Shaun of the Dead's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
those are funny. I think I'm gonna get out of here and go to bed, fellas.
Oh
yeah, no, I was I knew we were a little past your 90
Yeah,
minutes.
sorry, it's cool.
I was gonna ask you
Here.
for comic people, what if you had to compare a feel, I guess, your comic to established mainstream stuff that people will like know, past, present, future, whatever. What would you like compare your book to? Like, if you like that, get this book.
Yeah, it's got that '90s feel. It's like I marketed it as like Buffy the Vampire Slayer mixed with like Jim Lee's Wildcats.
Hell yeah!
With like some X-Files intrigue like sprinkled in, and like I'm a big fan of like history and mythology and stuff like that. And Clash of the Titans, I loved that movie when I was a kid. Like, when I was like 5 years old. That's one of the earliest movies I remember. I'm like, oh wait, they did this in other places, and there's other things that they're called, and this is just cool, you know. So love Indiana Jones. So like we get the world hop, and it's almost like, remember Stargate back in the day where they go each, you know, they had a standalone episode and they go to a different world and complete this mission. I mean, it's kind of like that, you know.
Episodic.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's all connected, man. Like if you can go back, like if I'm lucky enough to do all of them, you go back and look at issue 1, you're going to see stuff in issue 12 and 13. You're like, oh.
That's what they were alluding to.
Yeah. 'Cause I wrote it backwards.
Oh, cool.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You mean you're not writing it like J.J. Abrams or
yeah,
no explanation?
winging it.
No, 'cause that's why after Fringe season 2, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's why after anything he does after 1 or 2, I'm done.
Yeah. God, I hate that.
I
hate the
just
build-up
never got
and
into
then-
Lost. I mean, it's just not my thing.
No, I don't really know his shit besides Force Awakens and Star Trek, but I'm currently in the middle of a video essay about Star Wars, and it's like, when did the sequels go wrong? He's like, actually, picking J.J. Abrams, because here's his history. All these complaints for every fucking thing he's made.
I remember. Yeah. I mean, I will say this: like, I mean, I'm more of a Trekkie than I am Star Wars. Like, I'm not as I've seen the Star Wars movies and I think a couple of the cartoons, but like I've seen all the Star Trek up until this Discovery and all that stuff.
Oh, Kurtzman. Oh.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. Now Picard, it is what it is.
I heard they kind of got their head out of their ass in season.
Yeah,
2.
I heard.
I
So,
don't
like,
know. For me, like they lost me. So.
But the J.J. Abrams, like the last one they did was like Into Darkness or whatever. I think.
Yeah.
That was actually
Beyond.
a decent film. I like that. Beyond, that's what it was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked it because that was like an
my
episode
second
of. That was like the best. It was like an episode of Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a 2-part episode of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Me not being a Trekkie, but knowing about I didn't even see Wrath of Khan yet. But like knowing of Khan, knowing the meme and all that, the legacy that permeates pop culture, seeing Star Trek Into Darkness, I'm just like,
I didn't like it.
I'm like,
No.
wait, you're selling me Khan, but like in this timeline, no one fucking knows who Khan is. Why are you like, I'm Khan? And it's like,
And they're like, who the hell is that?
and then I get older and like, oh, you watch essays and you see like the comparisons with Khan, and it's like, oh my god, what idiots.
I mean, because the Khan you see in the movies, it's the Khan that they left from the TV show. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
Ricardo
picks up from the
Montalban.
TV show. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and me not being a Trekkie, seeing this film in theater, I'm like, what? Like I know of this big character, and this makes no sense the way you're selling it in this movie. You know, and then I get older and I get into film criticism and watching all this stuff, and it's like it is a great it's a great moment in film of like a major sin of like, what, no, you don't rely on a character that like your current characters don't know about, but he's established. Like it's no. But it's been good chat with you, getting this like, all around discussion. Just all silly shit. I love showing you that Trump meme. That killed me. Yeah, I love having you on again for future new panelists selling their book. If you want to contribute, pick their brain as well.
for sure.
How'd you find me, by the way? Because you
I don't know. I think you said something funny one day. I was like, that's kind of funny.
I'm always trying to be a provocateur. I'm not
I'm
not skilled, but here and there I can.
I can't. I've purposely not let myself make memes because if I do, it's
all bets are off.
Yeah. Man, it's gonna, like you see that South Park episode where it turns out Kyle's dad is like this uber troll.
The troll.
Yes.
Yeah, like he goes in there, like he cuts on like Boston, like pours his wine. He's like, I'll be that guy because I'll be like at work on my break. I'm like, I'm gonna take an extra half hour for lunch. I'll be like making memes. I'm going to destroy these fuckers. But I can't do that. I don't. It'll take up too much of my life because
it's too addictive.
It's because I show restraint because true restraint is resisting the urge to slap the shit out of someone that desperately deserves it. Digitally, of course. I'm not going to go smack the shit out. Go find someone I have better things to do with my time. But the internet is funny.
But yeah,
I can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, appreciate you having you on. What's up, Karen? Always lurking in the background.
No.
My streams. Go back. Hojo's book, The Mythicals, links in the chat above you and in the description. I guess just in it. Here's that way we get you to sleep.
Yep.